pleased were you with the patience of the team this evening?
That was one of the scenarios that we planned for. That they were going to be this zonal and waiting for us. I wasn't expecting, to be honest, because it's very far away from what they usually do in the league. So we had to adjust to that. I think they did that really well. I'm impressed by that. If you usually don't do it and then go out and do it like this against us. I think they did really well. They closed down a lot of spaces. So the first half we had a hard time finding the right spaces and the right movements. But I think for the second half we had a clear idea, both staff and players, of how do we get to those spaces and where do we have the numbers. And I think we exploited that a little bit better in the second half. I think overall we have good control of the game. But yeah, first half we wished we could have been more creative towards goal.
I wonder if that was the thinking behind bringing Lena on, and I guess just a bit more on the impact she made, because she created a lot of chances when she came on.
Well, to be fair, we planned for other crosses before the game, so we emphasized other types of crosses because we thought we were going to play against a player-for-player system. But now they came out differently, so that's also an area where we had to adjust. But once we saw in the second half that we got so deep and spent so much time in the final third, we felt like it was good to get Lena on. But also from a set-piece perspective, both attacking and defending set pieces.
La domanda era...
Hi Renee, only a month ago it was when you lost to Bayern in the first group game. I just wonder then, was there sort of a feeling that you could reach the quarterfinals, or did it feel like you were in a different space then to what you are now?
I think that was our first group phase game. Yeah, so it was still so early in the group, first game, and we knew that Bayern was probably going to be our top contender as well. So no, I back then we were obviously disappointed with the result, but I don't think it affected how much we believed in going through. Definitely not.
Caitlin and Leah also went close. Did anything in particular change with your team after half-time that led to those increased chances?
Yeah, so we, like I just said, we recognized the spaces and the overloads a little bit better, both staff and players. And I think we got the message out in halftime and spoke to the players. So I think we created the right situations for ourselves, which made that we could actually get towards the goal a little bit more than what we did in the second half.
Intervallo, e siamo riusciti a creare le opportunità giuste da poi sfruttare.
And as a head coach, is it satisfying when two substitutes combine for the winning goal?
I'm just happy for the team to win. Obviously, we have amazing depth in the squad, and we know that anyone can do it for us, if it's starting players, finishing players. Yeah, it's probably a visualization of how much everyone contributes to the team. Not only the players that are starting the game, but everyone, so the players coming on, the players training with us day in, day out. So I think that's what it means for us, yeah.
I was just wanting to ask on the player-staff kind of balance, just because in the first half I noticed Leah took 3 goal kicks, went straight to the wingers every time. The third time it worked quite well. I was just wondering, would that be your decision or her and Daphne sorting it out when they're stood next to each other on the pitch?
That was part of the game plan. But I think during this block we've tried to involve players as much as we can. So we have ideas as coaches. We bring the players in and discuss ideas. They might come up with new ideas. So I think we've been doing things together a lot, but we could also, we didn't do it this game, but we can send out the centre backs and the goalkeeper out in the game and say, you own this, you see what's ahead of you, we think it could be this, this or this, you make the decision out on the pitch. And yeah, they are really intelligent football players, all of them, so we try to give them a couple of tools so they can make good decisions on the pitch.
How important is it for the team to have qualified at this point, particularly with a couple of games to spare, and also to maintain that unbeaten run?
Yeah, again, it's the ultimate end to a very busy and intense block that we've had here. So it's the perfect ending for now for this block. So it means a lot. I think the players, all of them, totally deserve it because of all the work that we put in. Yeah, and obviously it gives us some breathing space for the last 2 games as well. Thank you. Yeah. No, like I'm part of the team, so I think we're not perfect, so we won't give ourselves a 10 out of 10, but I think we give ourselves a big fat enough to very well done towards excellence, somewhere there. But yeah, we're not perfect, and we haven't played the perfect game. We're never going to play the perfect game, so it won't be a 10. But obviously, very happy with what we've done so far. My 3 days off will be seeing family in the Netherlands, and then we'll be back training on Monday with the players at home.
In ways when you first sort of took on the role, can you believe it really?
No, it's surreal, to be honest. I never thought we would get into this situation, and again, we've done really well, but I was part of Jonas' staff, and I think there's been so many things that were built under his time, which we're still using, and that's the foundation of everything we do. So I don't want to separate that from what we've done this block. There's so much that we're still building on. So yeah, surreal in many ways, but very happy with how it's gone.